Waiter, one more burger, please. And pack takeaway pizza here. That was amazing.
With Rokel Commercial Bank's SimCopper app, it's fast, safe, and reliable.
Tired of standing in the queue? Do all your banking transactions with Rokel SimCopper without leaving your seat. Fast, safe, and easy.
You can download the app from App Store or Play Store.
Star 919 hash with or without internet.
You can send e-copper to any mobile number.
Send and receive money instantly.
QR codes. You can take your business digital.
Across banks and mobile money accounts in Sierra Leone. Instant payment across Africa.
So, what are you waiting for? Download the SimCopper app now.
Rokel SimCopper. Banking on the go.
This April, we do more than talk. We remember, we reclaim, we reconnect. On the Brunch, history is no longer in the background, it comes alive. On this journey, we ask, who are we? The untold discovery. Before the name, before the maps were drawn and borders claimed, before Pedro's ship touched our shores, before the chains tried to silence our story, we were the first footsteps on this soil, the first voices in these forests, the first names carried by the wind. Temne, Mende, Limba, Kono, Fula. Not tribes divided, but the roots of one tree. We rise from kingdoms, from chiefs crowned not by gold, but by honor. From lands where trade was tradition, where food told stories, where cloth spoke identity. We'll walk through the resistance, the hot tax war, the rise of democracy, and on April 27th, 65 years of freedom, we celebrate together. This April, it's not just history, it's our story, your story. Tune in to Radio Fry 97.1 FM, The Brunch Show, Monday to Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. So listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. From roots to reality, let us uncover who we truly are.
Hi, good morning. Welcome again to the Brunch Show. Good morning, Mary. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome back to the Brunch Show. This is now Radio Fry 97.1 FM. And we're there this morning again with another lovely topic of conversation. And we always encourage you were to listen to it right now on radio, for stay tuned, always on Radio Fry 97.1 FM, because we always deal with the best. And Mary, this morning we get very interesting thing where we always tell you, say, just stay tuned.
Don't move.
Not move, because even the guests them today, I feel like they're a full package for we. And with regards to everything so far we'll get for talk about today, it will really interest you, for make you just sit down and not move. Just stay around. Me, your name na Frankstella.
And me, your name na May. Welcome again to the Brunch Show.
Again,
As we always do, they get the verse for the day, the quote for the day before going to the conversation for today.
Yeah.
Remember, say not tuned to 97.3 or 97.4. Just stay 97.1. Don't move. And the verse for the day, because we want to go very fast. For more going to the conversation for today. The verse for the day come out from Matthew 7:3-5. It says, and why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? And how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrites. First, remove the plank from your own eye, And then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eyes. And if you watch Plank and Speck, like that's small thing na your brother and
Very
yai.
small.
Then you big something na yai cover yai. You say no, you want pull that after. How could you
can
see?
you? Yeah.
So that made us say we are hypocrites.
And I really like the fact, waiting my sister just don't talk about, so really link with topic of discussion this
Today,
morning. But we quote of the day come up from Quaid E. Azam. And he say, a nation's rises when its people are educated. When we talk about education here, we need to talk say pass you get formal education for go school, for be a literate.
Knowledgeable.
No, you need for be informed about what's in they happen. You need for be informed. And one good thing today we are glad for is that we get people that we're really good at storytelling.
Yeah.
We will make
We're
you be informed about your history, about everything so far what you need for know. So you really need for the part of this conversation. But this morning we get a powerful topic of discussion and drum rolls. Okay, so this morning we want you for get a reflection of everything so far where we don't talk about throughout the month of April. And April is a special month for all Sierra Leoneans. You know, we just celebrate the 65th anniversary now we country. And we know on Tapan Day. And all means say after the Independence Day, everybody for just go back to normal, not to be business, the country they move on. No. We want to come to a reflective moment wherein we could take a pause, go back to history, learn some of the things them where we don't actually talk about throughout April, and reflect, try for see how we go implement them in our lives so that we go get a better nation. Everybody want better salon. Everybody they dream towards a better nation. That we there for this morning. So we they talk about from heritage to responsibility. Do you have a responsibility? Do you think you have a role to play?
I feel like we have to pass this question later. But before, as don't know the topic already, make we introduce we guess them. But we want make we guess they introduce themselves. And what they do, your name, what you do, and why people then for stay tuned for hearing what you they say today. Because as you like the topic, as I tell now, we guess them related and have a connection to this particular topic we get today. So over to you, ladies first.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. My name is Dory Toure. I am the founder of Salon Hidden Gems. I am the co-owner of Stafford Lodge, a small guest house on the west in Imot, on the Imot area, down not too far from Orange.
Okay.
And I am also a storyteller, and I am the playwright for the Song of Njama.
The Song of Njama.
That will be.
You don't see her on TikTok.
Also, you have to. So thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we are obliged.
We are.
So over to you, gentlemen.
Good morning, listeners, and it's a pleasure being here. My name is Simeon Sylvester Sansi, of course, a student at Fabric College. I'm a debater, public speaker, a poet, and of course, one of the few creatives who stood out at the campus to bring in change to young people in Sierra Leone. And I'm honored to be here today.
We are
Thank
honored
you so
too.
much.
You see, we don't tell now. This is a
Today is a
loaded show.
balanced.
Very balanced.
I want to say balanced diet.
Balanced show. Anyways, welcome. And
Yeah.
today, as we talk about from heritage to now, and how we have moved, from the very beginning, from what they talk about, we leaders, that we heroes, them, which we don't celebrate them during this month, to now. And we want to see if we have we don't transfer all the way to the land to now.
Exactly.
Or we don't improve way to the land to now. Or we have drastically failed for transfer we heritage and we culture to we nowadays generation.
Yeah.
So that's the conversation for today. But before that, we need for really know how we don't come out. Even though we don't talk about during the show, don't talk about from the very beginning. But then a way of reflecting where we don't come out. Because you know go some side, if you don't know side, you don't come out. So over to you, Frankstella, before we go to guest them.
They talk about a way of reflecting. When we look at we heritage, they get a shared view on how for waiting that you responsibility. You don't need for concerned about your neighbor in responsibility. When, just like how the scripture says,
say,
you don't need to take off the speck from your brother in eyes when you get a whole plank in your eyes, you understand? So we they talk about we heritage, but as well as the responsibility where me and you get for play, especially where we they dream of a better Sierra Leone. So I feel like the guests them go really, give we a stronger base on that.
So basically, our make we first guest Terry, like a bit of your heritage when it comes to like salon, because some go say, her accent is so nice. Probably she's not from here. So one may tell people them and famble them like how long you don't take na salon and how long you don't take other side, we can hear it. Tell people and how much you love salon for make you even come back and start for established things here. From what you've said, you get businesses, you get organizations. Even this the event that happened on Friday, which you talk about, is because you love Sierra Leone. That's why you came back and started telling stories and even creating that particular platform.
First of all, I would not say that's why I came back. Maybe if you go a little bit deeper into storytelling, you may say that there was a calling for me to come back. As you can tell by my accent, I am a Black American. I always say that you can trace my ancestors back to the first census after slavery was abolished in America. And so that would have been the 1870. So I am a full-blown Black American. But what funny thing happened to me is in 2009, I met a Sierra Leonean man. And when I met him, he said, I'm from Sierra Leone, a small country in West Africa. Never heard of it as a Black American. And so through that time being with him, falling in love, marrying him, having a child, 2019, we came back here because our lodge was struggling. Came back here to basically have him sell it, right? And so that we can move back to America, the land of milk and honey, right? But when I got off the plane for the very first time here, something just felt familiar. It felt familiar. I know a lot of people said that they instantly felt like home. I don't think that I had that feeling at first. It just felt familiar. Shortly after that, the 2-year plan to return back to America, it quickly went away. Because who am I to tell my husband to sell his business, to sell his dream, so we can go back? So around in 2021, I took an African ancestry DNA test and basically reaffirmed what I always knew, that my maternal ancestor was taken from what we call now Sierra Leone, this land, from the Mende tribe.
Oh, you're my sister.
That's all right.
Be safe.
I love that.
And that's really powerful.
It's really powerful.
The way things are connected, like you didn't know, but something led you here, and you've never gone back.
I go back and forth, but no, for the most part, the majority of my time is here.
Okay.
Wow. You already listen to it right now. This is now Radio Firefly 97.1 FM. And we still talk about we heritage, but as well, we look at the responsibilities where you get for play, the roles that we get for play. And we want to go over to a second guest. But before that, we want to make you understand, say, today conversation, not to for blame anybody, not to about politics, not to about any other thing so far. But we want to come to a point of reflection where we go understand we identity. Usa we come out, we go. They can always say, well, you know I come out. They ever know Usa you they go. You know the way forward. So we want you to come to that point of understanding. And as we talk about we heritage and the responsibilities, I want you to highlight some of the richness of we heritage so far, because we don't talk about some of them basically throughout all the shows there, but just for give we a start of some of the things them we really important to make people understand. We stand out in our heritage.
Okay, thank you very much. It's an honor. So as Sierra Leoneans, and particularly as a young Sierra Leonean, over the years, I don't learn quite a lot about we ethnic groups, like rich people, loving people, where they live as one in different groups and coming together now mix and make Sierra Leone a better place. That's first off. And when you trace back, when it comes to slavery, we see now we are the first people in sub-West Africa that hosted slaves from the parts
Different
of the world,
places,
different places. And we have the longest serving country that history has proven, over 500 years.
Okay.
It stood the test of time. Yeah, so these are all things we as Sierra Leoneans will be proud of. And one thing we really enjoy, we not believe say like now something very important, but it's very important,
is.
like religious tolerance.
Yeah.
So we have different people who believe in different things and different religion living as one. We embrace this one day, we celebrate this part of
we
the
eat
day and all of
every
it. So
year.
that means this is Sierra Leone. And over the years striving through, we know we have people who have fought for freedom. Baibure, my hero, our hero, Sengepe. When you look at slave history, he was one of the people that stood, fought for Africa, not just Sierra Leone. So these are all things we're proud of as Sierra Leoneans. And yeah.
I think we have a very rich history, not so for just Salon, even for be told outside to the world and how we don't stand the test of time. And I love the fact that we say as a young Sierra Leonean because most times we ignore the fact, say, we have time, we're not old it, so we don't need to know about Salon, we still have time. And now the old one, then they don't the 60s, you know, now they don't from independence, so now they need to know about Salon. We now, the young people, all man just want opportunities outside and left Salon how it did, like it's not our responsibility. So I love the fact that we are asking this question today, that whose fault it is. For more day, usa we day so today. Because if we start blaming, I will tell a story saying, Nami Os, there was a time where, like if other person spill water and I pass there, and it whip the water, they say, it's not my fault, not to me spill them. But if I pass during the whole day, I must sleep. Yes, I must sleep. By the water, even though not on my fault, but I'm affected. So tell me, can anytime I see water, I say, no, let find your weapon. Because it might not be my fault, but I can be affected. That's the same way Sierra Leone is. It's not your fault, but you are affected. So we want to see one year from we call us later, 30 minutes after the show, whose fault it is.
And as we talk about, you know, we guess make mention of the we past leaders, them we fought for freedom. You know, we just celebrate Independence Day, and we see so many people somewhere at home, some be busy, everybody be there about their own business. But as this not a reflective conversation with you, we also want you to take a pause and think. If then we leaders them we fought for we freedom, the freedom we me and you they enjoy today. If then we leaders then come back and see how we do you think they will be proud of what we're doing? That just for make you reflect, take a pause, just think of, because so many times we become so much overwhelmed because of waiting they happen. But we really need to sit back and think. If the leaders that we fight for freedom, try they all wait till they enjoy, so it will not be available. So if them people we fight for freedom, if they come back, do you think they will be proud of us? Are we actually doing what they dreamt of? You know, they all So we are people. We carry an identity.
Yeah, we do.
That's one of the richness of we heritage. Anywhere we go, they're going to say you're a Sierra Leonean, whether you get an accent or not. And that identity, we still they try for make, especially with younger generations. Them we want to make them maintain them. We want to make them understand. So the question is, who are we as Sierra Leoneans beyond the borders we live in? Who are we as Sierra Leoneans beyond the glam, the fashion, the cameras? Who are we as Sierra Leoneans? Beyond our names, beyond our tribes. Because sometimes we hide behind we tribes, we cultures, the groups that we will join and all that. So who are we as Sierra Leoneans?
So I ask we very fine lady here. I want to ask like, how do you know a Sierra Leonean? Like, where you first see person, waiting to identify this person saying as Sierra Leonean to you, because we now we know each other. But now, how would you identify a Sierra Leonean if you don't meet them here? Is there anything that stands out for you? Like if you have a conversation with them, like what could identify them as Sierra Leoneans?
outside of Sierra Leone, for me, I probably would not recognize.
Okay.
But I would like to talk more or less about heritage and storytelling. I really believe, from my observation only, that when we look at the stories that we're told to ourselves as Sierra Leoneans, I believe that when we talk about blaming and who's to blame and who's not to blame, I believe that we first have to look at the stories that we are telling ourselves. And I know when I came here, the story that I was told as a Black American, that Sierra Leoneans, or it's not even looked at as a Sierra Leone as a West African country. It's looked at Africa as a whole.
Okay.
And so many times when you talk to Black Americans, that is the way that it is expressed to us. Well, Africa sold you, and you don't know it's 54 countries in the continent of Africa, and the majority of slaves came from West Africa. And so when you break it down to that, it kind of brings it closer to home.
Okay.
And so for us, we were always told, well, you guys are uncivilized. You were savages. We had to teach you because you didn't know this. But then when I came here and you realize that we had civilizations, they didn't have to teach us anything. We were taken because we could cultivate rice, that we knew how to extract indigo from the trees, from the plants, right? We had medicinal value. We had value in ourselves that they needed and did not want to pay for. We had families, we had communities that were torn apart because of this. And so when you look at the stories that we're told, and then when somebody tells you the correct story, it restores your identity. And you can never go back to not knowing when you know that someone purposely told you a story to disconnect you from where you came from. And so once you have that knowledge, you have that identity. And it's what you do with it after that. And so that is the reason why storytelling is so important.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why we have to be mindful of the stories that we are told. So we can't blame everything on government and then we say we don't have anything to do with it, right? We as people can form organizations, associations to better ourselves. So if I know something, I can't wait on the government to teach you what I know. I need to tell it. I need to say, no, we're better than this. We work better when we work in community, when we come together as one, we can go far. I think somebody told me yesterday, you could either have a nickel or you could have 5 pennies, right? You have that one nickel, but you have 5 pennies. And look how far, what you can do with those 5 pennies, right? So I think it all comes to storytelling and the stories that we tell each other. And I really like the opening of your show. And it's very encouraging to hear that the young people are thinking like this. And I think when you take your eyes off of what the government isn't doing and what we should be doing, that's when you'll start seeing the real change that you want in this country. And it doesn't have to be by violence. We're in the year 2026. We don't have to fight people anymore. We can do things together in community that does not cause for that type of action.
Ooh,
So that's
I love that. I love
powerful.
Yeah.
And Simeon is just shaking his
think he
head.
wants to-
I think he wants to
Because
ask
I'm
some-
related to whatever she said. Like,
so what are you related to? Tell us.
Now, when they talk about us not blaming the government, but prioritizing that what I can do to bring in the change, now very important. So as young people, what we go do, not for blame government. Government is responsible. Let me tell you, I realized lately that, okay, you papa or mama, they even way born you, then get a responsibility for taking care of you. But it's not all obligation for make you a better person. The responsibility is for take care of you, pay you fees, make you eat and all, but it's not all obligation for make you a better person. Now your decision now. They keep pay you fee if you decide say, okay, I need to go for lectures. You go own and we not become successful. No. So like we save. Now the same way. So government gets responsibility for play, for we the youth and for be better. But they're not obligated for make we better youth of Sierra Leone. So now we just get for take up the mantle now and decide for let we be a better Sierra Leoneans, young, agile, and move forward in impacting ourselves and the country. So I'm
That's
related to
powerful.
that.
That's
Great.
really
So,
powerful.
Simi, I want to ask you a question. You get village?
Yes,
Usai.
Paima,
Who's the last
all
go
the
there?
way, cause of academic things and all. But yeah, I went there last year.
That's a really interesting.
I went there last year.
Yeah, because if we want to feel connected, continue to feel connected with your heritage, we need to be visiting.
I go there last
because
year.
the reason why, when she came, she felt something. Felt a bit of a connection before you do now the test and see say again connection to maternal side to Sierra Leone or West Africa. Now because you feel something, but what I've realized that when we come to Freetown, we will come offline. I'm guilty as well because I don't know when last I visited
that's
the
bad. Me, I
village,
go there
but
last
that's
year.
something my dad taught me. Thank you. Every year, they make sure say we go visit, and when we go, you they feel something. You feel like you are connected to something. Even like we start speaking
a
our
piece of
language,
you.
we they start for speak with language fluently because we are surrounded by it. If I not be called cop. Person who can say pass me cup yeah cup with I don't know waiting a cup with but it's like a week or so I go sabi talk am small. So if we want to feel connected with your heritage, I feel like we need for visiting places where hold we heritage there and not to free tongue no more. Not to free tongue no more. We don't come free tongue. So man, I don't know when last. In fact, we don't cut all connection ties.
Yeah.
Like, no longer we have.
I struggle. I've been working on a poetry project like history to Sierra Leone. And me own tribe, and make I say I go the last year. I need for go back for go learn all with me people in the talk. For that we connect them for me spoken word poetry. So it's nice like every year just go and do a random check on your people and then learn waiting like Usa we come out with tribe, Usa we come out, Usa we start.
Definitely.
That's true.
And we'll have the best stories, you know.
Very,
For,
very
where you
true.
go there, you have the best stories
Yeah.
about yourself
Yeah.
and know more about yourself.
And one of the good things about actually going to those places is because you they get the opportunity for connect with the stories and you they see the realities of waiting, because sometimes storytelling, just like I entitled storytelling, it can't be true except you witness some, except you go there, you experience some for yourself. And when you experience some, the feeling is different. You get a very new revelation of things where don't happen. There are some things that way they happen currently, even in we country. You they see say mostly it has not been recorded in history, but because there were people who actually get the experience
Firsthand.
like they went to those places and they may not all that kind mystic kind of person, but then get way wearing that they say the spirit of the ancestors, they make them understand certain things. It's actually a myth, but it'll work for some people. Because they can always say, "What you believe now, it'll work for you."
Yeah, it's
but
working.
it is really important that we not only sit in with comfort zones. If we need these stories, if we need to understand
Search
we
for it.
responsibilities, if we need to understand we heritage and understand we responsibilities, then we need to move from our comfort zones.
Yeah.
Just like how we guess Komo and she's here, and I feel like
I feel like it enjoys salon pass.
first-hand information pass.
It enjoys salon pass.
It didn't get first-hand information pass. Some of we were born here, we not one day cross the borders.
Yeah.
So you see why it's important that we understand Usawi the commons, because that will make we get we identity. And for the term identity, when it comes to knowing who we are as Sierra Leoneans, we are people with a rich history. That now one good thing where you can't take it off from Sierra Leoneans, no matter Usa you find yourself in the diaspora. We have a rich history, and we history get courage. Oh my God, it get resistance. People they know they give up. When they see the struggles up to date. One thing which shocked me is that I don't know if you can wake up very early in the morning, we mama them they wake, whether they go to Dove Courts.
Yes, 4 o'clock.
Go do them business. 1 hour away, some of you they sleep. That they should say they know they give up.
Yeah.
And in spite of everything where they happen so far, we get unity. Yesterday, we talk about Sierra Leone being a peaceful nation, wherein there are some nations right now, you they pay for air, for make you even get fresh air. You they pay for make you move around. Now we they move freely. But what are we actually doing with the freedom that we have? We get so many things for work on. And we heritage also, they carry stories of we leaders them. Just like how we guess they make mention of some of the leaders there. It's really important because all that they part of building the stories that we tell our kids. I mean, talk say if we fail for do what we're supposed to do now, we picking them pan trouble tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now it will become the detriment of we picking them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow when they come, they have now a cycle where they repeat. When they come, in fact, it will become worse.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the experience where we the experience right now, we own generation, it was not the same for we parents them. It was easier for them. But as time they move, time changes. You just see the things they become so much difficult because nothing not be there in place. They not be put things in place for make we maintain we identity and everything so far.
Okay, so we can go on a very short break, and we will come back. We can ask. In fact, before we come back, I may think about this question before they go. Who do you want blame for waiting to happen right now?
Yeah,
you want blame yourself, or you say no. I'm not getting nothing, no responsibility. I'm not getting no role for play. I'm not obligated. I just come for live in this country and make them pour all thing on me. Like the patch should be clear. Therefore they clean the bush and
After
me work after all.
We know the big one. The big one.
I still have time. I still young folks.
Yeah.
Post is salon and the only self say post in the 45, 50. Say young. It's still young. So and they feel like there is
what
not.
do you mean?
They is call them the youth of today. 45, 50. So wait till we go say. But let's keep going and continue for watch your show already for FM 7.1 FM. We'll go on a very short break and work out the open phone lines on 09010 3841. That's free, by the way. You call, it's a free toll line, AfriCell to AfriCell. But if you use your WhatsApp, you can call on 088971971 or any other network. You can call on that number or go on Facebook and just type Radio 5. You go see me live on air and you go left your comment, your beautiful comment about who is to blame.
Who is to blame?
And for now, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At Misho Group of Companies, we keep you connected, protected, and in control. Whether you're working from home, running a business, or streaming your favorite shows, our high-speed internet service deliver the speed and reliability you need. With Mitchcom ISP internet services, you enjoy the luxury of ultra-fast broadband, fiber optic and VPN solutions, 99.9% uptime, and 24/7 customer service. We don't just connect you, we secure you. Our MSA Michelle Security Agency offer professional protection with skin guards for homes, businesses, and events, 24/7 monitoring, emergency response, advanced surveillance technology, from the digital world to your front door. Michelle Group of Companies is your partner in connectivity and security. Visit our head office at 71 D. Wilkinson Road, Freetown, or you can email us on alias@mitchcom.sl or info@mitchcom.sl. You can also visit our website at www.mitchcom.sl or contact the numbers on your screen. Michelle Group of Companies. Stay connected, stay protected.
Michael, you want to finish me or routine?
Selfie, I beg. I need your help. I don't send for you, send for me request.
You know we're exceeding budget.
Sam, that picking what I take on the dates. The picking go totes all in party they no more like out there. And also the picking they angry so.
In back is a biwa split. So na collaborate now, learn and work for the money.
Sam, not to joke. Okay, watch. I get 1,000. Just send for me 500. I go be okay.
Baby, you okay?
Okay.
Alright, gas. Eat me, man, get money they spend for us today.
On a eat, on a feel pay. Money Sir, you bill on 1,500.
Waiter, one more burger, please. And pack takeaway pizza, yeah? Well, goes amaze.
Request or send money anytime, anywhere with AfriMoney. Fast, easy, life-saving. AfriMoney, quick and easy.
Hello everybody, this time we come commercial bank the the Small and Medium Enterprise Department. We there to support small and medium enterprises all over the country. I mean, you will do the small business like Makituma Market, you will get Keke, Okada, and plenty other small business there. We there for make sure to support you for you.
Mama, Papa, brother, sister, join hand with Bank SME loan scheme for make your business grow.
You, yes, I mean you, brother, Papa, get your Okada or your bike with Uke Commercial Bank today and get Boku Kopo in your pocket.
With Bank SME scheme, your business just got bigger and better.
Bank SME don't come for make all them small and medium businesses in a salon grow. You businessman and businesswoman, come make you can make relationship.
Welcome back. Yes.
Welcome to the Brunch show right here on Radio 55. Remember, we tell us, say, we they go and come back. Well, you can open the phone lines on 088971971 if it's on any other network apart from AfriCell or WhatsApp. And also, you can call 090103841 if it's only on AfriCell. Free toll line, free call. So now, the question, Frankstella and Tibo interrupt me the first time. I mean, they can ask you now. But I think you want to talk small thing before ask. Well, that's the question. Who is to blame?
Yeah, definitely. Today we want to look at the struggles as we reflect. We look at the struggles for freedom we people let me don't do, but we get for talk about the storytelling, how it go help we for gain the knowledge of how we go become responsible for build a better nation. But I get a quote here where it say a nation is not only inherited, it is maintained by those who live in it today. So, it don't mean say because they don't fight for we freedom and we comfortable with everything when they happen, that's just it. No. We get a role for maintain them. It's like a building. If you did it, of course you need for maintain them so that it not go crash down on you. So we did talk about the struggles for freedom, and we question what they ask you this morning. Who is responsible? Who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed for, or who is responsible for a better nation?
Yeah.
We all they dream towards a better nation, right? We want better infrastructure. We want so many things them in the country, but we they still point fingers. They point finger at you, they point. Interestingly, when you point one finger, four they return back to you, and that's one of the things that we really ideal for make we understand. So it's not good to point fingers because you get some things that in return will become, something else to you. But we want to know who that's for blame, who that responsible for build the country. Now you leaders them, now we leaders them, or now we self get the responsibility. Now that make we want you for call now on the phone lines.
Call. No worry if they talk, just call and we can still pick your call.
We pause for you because we want to know from you, your own point of view. What do you think? If not the leader, then
and I'm gonna make Mr. Simeon talk something because we can always. I want to say I'm from a young person point of view, how us blaming others apart from ourselves. Well, man, answer the question, and I want to know who that first you get for blame. Who that you blame? Is it? True. Maybe you go blame the old one, then not even leaders, like older people, you still have time.
When we talk about leaders, we talk about the past and till now, till then. The one that we don't fit all through from then 10 and say to with generation.
Now because they talk about they should have just sat down like us, like
full ants, they on TikTok.
Imagine. Well, anyways, Mr. Simeon, who do you think?
Amazing question. For me, I mostly look at the two angle.
Okay.
Like leaders that have been there and us or the young people that were there. So fine, starting with the leaders. I just want to be rational. Yeah, we started with Samuel Timagai.
Okay.
He's a person that I admire. And but me as a young person, I admire Baibure more. So now I am Baibure Junior.
Okay.
Why? Yeah, why? He fought for freedom, Baibure, like let the people then be free because then be the imposed high tax on them. And coming through now to the 1961, Samuel Timagai fought for freedom. Yeah, but there was no clear blueprint that would tell you for free. Like after the independence, like waiting things say go be right now. Let we be a better nation. Let we thrive through. If you check history, not the proof. Waiting in stand for okay, we need freedom. We need for be independence. Let us go and take this independence and bring it for the people. Well, what are the blueprints? We have universities that were established by colonial leaders. They were doing well. Fabric College were the anthems of West Africa.
Where? Yeah.
But now, like, since 1961, down the line now, everything has changed. So no blueprint, he left. Now, we talk about the young people, we be Dede, and they don't learn. What are the skills? What are the things we will learn or take from Samuel Timagai, the mistakes? They can take the mantle now for them bring change. Then be young today. And if them be leaders now, like, so I just believe say it was just programmed for independence, but no blueprint was left for us to follow. From the leaders and the young people who will be there around. I believe say not to just like because they're old enough, then go take independence. They be get young people that will support that core. And then see the mistake, but they not follow now. Say, okay, we went wrong. So now let me follow blueprints. And I believe say till date, if Salon gets a blueprint, we will follow 65 years and counting, will be a better nation. Because other nations then they follow blueprints. Where you come as a leader, you do no different from waiting the country stand for in bringing change for it. So us now as young people now I'm talking about the current things. We just don't put the blame now on leaders. They don't feel we from tradition. If not so people are sinking in drugs. They misuse their life, no creativity. We have innovative young people that are wasting their lives. So yeah, like I say, the leaders have the responsibility for provide policies, for protect we, for give we education that we do deserve, for ensure say we learn from not just for secondary or high, but say tertiary level. I pay close to 39,000 my fees in the university. So if I'm stuck now, college say, well, you not go sit and continue. You understand? Aside for there is grants, but is it accessible as a student? Fine. So if government impose, okay, subsidy day, just pay you 2,000-3,000, government will pay the balance. That's their responsibility. Now my obligation now is to study and pass. You understand? So not two way. We blame the government or we blame past leaders because I believe say no blueprints no be they follow we follow. And now youths then believe say now obligation for the government support. We know I have my rights, I have my responsibility.
As well.
I don't want to be personal, but I train young people over the years. Politically, the two I get, I instill in them, and they are doing well in whatever. We have one of the best debaters in Sierra Leone who I mentored. Of course, I'm serving as one of in Sierra Leone. I became the best public speaker. I not never be a public speaker before. But when I entered university, I'm reading marine engineering at Frankstella College. And then I decided, so, okay, let's try public speaking. I improve on my skill. Now, government for don't can teach me. No. So I worked on myself, and now I am becoming a better version of myself. So now, two way, government for low level footprint or leaders. And then we as youth, we get now the responsibility. No, we're not so responsibility to get now obligation. See, I'll be obligated in making myself a better person.
The must.
Being provided or not. So yeah, that's it.
So Simeon on the fence, apparently. Like
hanging.
Everybody should carry the blame. Nobody's left behind. But I want to ask, there's something that you said that before there were stories where they don't tell we say we are not civilized, Africans are not civilized. That's also stories. So storytelling can affect we both positively and negatively. Depends on the story we listen to.
True.
So how can we as young people, how can we transfer stories where go impact your life positively? And that's what you're doing. So I want to see how you do that, trying to tell people better stories. Because it's, as when they cast blames, sometimes it's because of the stories we have learned and had from our people. Say, not so we not there. If they not make better road, well, now this road will go. In fact, some man where they put street lights, I pull the lights back. In fact, I don't eat it. Ma pull the lights first, ma go sell and ma go they chop. Because for they are not, it's not their responsibility for me to keep the country safe, me that light today, so other thief man. Like, everybody is casting blame on every other person because of the stories we have learned since from the very beginning. Yes, from childhood. Say not to responsibility. Now the government, if they not do better thing, then we back not go do better thing. So how can we use stories to tell a better future or make a better future? Telling the young people how they can be responsible for their own lives, as you say, obligated.
Definitely. When I first came to Sierra Leone, I'm just an outsider. I'm coming with my own stories of what I am perceiving Sierra Leone to be, right? And so from the beginning, I was introduced into APC, SLPP. And if you've ever traveled to America, anywhere outside of probably Sierra Leone, there is a stark difference from here to there. I often say it's like you stepped back into time. And no offense, because I do love this country. I definitely love it, but that was my observation. But I could also see people bitterly fighting APC, SOPP. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why? Like, there has to be more to the story, because we cannot be, that's 2019, we cannot be in the year 2019 and the rest of the world is in the year 2019 and it looks like we're still in
1980.
Yeah, exactly. And so it just immediately made me think of this saying that we say.
We have a call.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Not bad.
Thank you.
Your name and where you call from, please.
Yes, Mohammed Bayi on the line.
Okay, what's my contribution this morning, sir?
So the topic is still dying to here.
So would they ask you, who that's for blame, or who that's a responsibility for make we get better salon? Now we leader them, or now we self get responsibility for or role for play for make we get a better country. So now you get for answer the question now.
Yes, I believe we all got to play because now we elect to leader them.
Come again, please.
Elections. Now we all get a role for play. We all get for blame ourselves.
Okay.
We not blame the one side and left the one side. We give him blame because there are elections and we all they come together for elect to leader. Not one person they elect and all the election. Now at this country, we not elect by capability, but we elect by side and also region side. But if we all come together and elect the right person, at least the country to move forward. But of now, what of them in this country is that you come at the same time and need to support each other. But even if the person will get the qualifications for rule, for lead, for big development, as long as the person comes out from the same region, from the same tribe, we got to work for that person and make him go inside. For we unselfish interest, as long as we don't put the ball, no care about the other one, the how in the field. So for me, I'm not going to blame one person. I'm not going to blame leaders them, but I go blame we all and also leaders them because during the campaign, everybody can get a very positive manifesto. What really surprised me is that they get a very good intention for this country, but when they're going to that year, it's like the intention okay, when I from their attention. I don't know any problem. They really can get a. I mean, can understand the problem of this country. Corner to corner, they're able to explain from A to Z. But when they take up that chair of responsibility, it's like the responsibility, I don't know how they can execute it. Campaign time, everybody they go to the least village, now the very most hard to reach, then go much each day. But when it's time for you to work, you begin to give excuses. You begin for blame game. Opposition they blame government, government they blame opposition. So it means they know the problem, but they don't want to solve the issues. Just look at what's going to happen in this country for the past 65 years. We still suffer with electricity now for making get lights and opportunity, for making get access to clean and safe drinking water. It's very tough. Good roads, agriculture, for make we able to forget for each region produce. Now in fact we're going to the market, the rest what they produce, India pass the one within the import. That's the problem. This all lies on we all. Farmers them. Then they put more price on things than we know they pay tax for. When I tell you they pay tax for coconut, you know they pay tax for coconut, no they pay tax for palm wine. But palm wine right now 1,000 and something for the butter. Just imagine that. So for the least possible, not able to get out and him to not go eat for mine. And then in their own aya then they go and not the important
Yeah.
other country, aya would they make them.
Yeah.
So it means we all get a role for play. Business people get a role for play. The one day within a governance, then serve them for make sure say they do the right thing. But as I don't say, this country now we all do. No matter what, we all give or come together to make sure say grow. Because if you fall, now yeah, we know get no side for go. This
Yeah.
now we own home.
I agree.
Some of we some of we, one day go in other man country. Now yeah, we don't born, yeah, we don't grow, and yeah, we get for stay.
Yeah.
So we always then they push for make this country evolve.
Right.
So the blame game is for build to everybody. The leaders then and why they elect leaders then.
Thank you.
Because without we, they not go the day. But with we and then go the day. So it's like the blame game is for them everywhere.
Thank you.
Not to all just one side no more. So that's the main thing.
All right. Thank you so
very
much.
much for that beautiful, beautiful contribution. And you already listen to it right now. The phone line's still open. But we want to make you remember, say, what they talk about today now is social conversation. We want for really know what's in a me and you two with responsibility.
Yeah.
So not to anything we're not political based, but we they look at the realities of we roast them for play and we guess with the give salient points them. Over to you, maybe the
And so what I was trying to say was, like, say for instance, if you have 10 cookies on this table, right? And Simeon comes and he takes 9 of these cookies and he walks away with 9 of the cookies. There's 1 cookie remaining. Are we going to fight over that 1 cookie, or are we going to come together and go after Simeon and say, hey, you need to give us back these cookies. You take that 1 cookie and then we're going to see how we can delegate the remaining parts of the cookies. And so a lot of times, me and my husband have this conversation all of the time. He is 100%. It is the government's role. I don't believe that. I believe that when you look at people in my age group, we have to depend on you guys. You guys are the ones that we're passing the baton to. It's up to you. You cannot fall for that blame game. We can definitely say, okay, well, the government could do better in this area, but we cannot stay stuck there. In Sierra Leone, everybody has problems. I can open up and show you my WhatsApp right now of how many people are in there. My mama's sick. I need school fees. I can't eat. I went to work. I have problems. So what makes you think that I can't even solve my problems, but I can solve your problem? And so it's the ownership that we cannot take ownership of who we are and where we're going. And so we depend on the youth not to follow the same path of those that are in front of you, because maybe they have been disenfranchised from the Civil War and from just life in itself. But you guys have everything in your cell phones, iPads. You can see what is going on in the rest of the world. You're highly intelligent. So why not you? Why does it have to be somebody in America? Why not you? Right? And so it's up to you. And you cannot blame anybody but yourself. Form organizations. You might like to fish. I don't like to fish. Form a group with the people that love to fish and say, hey, we're going to protect the fish. This person may love to dance. Don't like to dance. It's okay. Accept everybody for who they are. Let's all get together, form a collective group, because that is what we were before colonization, before the transatlantic slave trade. We worked in communities. We depended on each other. We did not depend on ourselves. There's nothing wrong with our spiritual beliefs, but we did not wait for God to provide. We had action. We, in connection, in unity with the universe, with God or whoever, we believe that we all work together in unity, not one man sitting in the sky telling us to go here, go there, or wait, and then you'll have all your mansions after you die. That was not us. We were community. We depended on each other. We were our ancestors. We had beliefs. We got up every day. There's no reason why the people of Sierra Leone was taken from this country as for rice, to cultivate rice. And we don't do that now. And we are importing our rice, right? And so we have to go back to the stories that we are telling ourselves, because I'm telling you guys, that you are brilliant and you can do this. And it's up to you. And don't let anybody deter you. Find people and organizations that think like the way that you think.
Yeah.
Talk if you have people overseas that are connected to anything, bring them your ideas. Tell them something that would benefit them and encourage them to come home. And in that unity, this is when you'll start to see a better Sierra Leone.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
So, before we go any further, I want us to talk about what's happening on Friday. Yes. What are the stories? Just a gist, because you cannot tell everything here. Some people will not pay. They will not pay to go and see.
No,
for
you need to
themselves.
pay.
You need to. So what's happening on Friday?
So Friday, this will be the premiere. If we're watching if you hear of the Song of Njama 10 to 15 years from now, you would know May 1st, 2026. It premiered in Sierra Leone at the Bentamani International Conference Center with 100% Sierra Leonean cast. It is a story of remembrance, identity, and restoration.
Wow.
What do we do when we tap back into who we are, not the identity that somebody else has created for us?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, can you tell us time? Can you tell us some of the people we might see that day?
So it would be Bentamani, 7 p.m.
Some of the people who might know or already know that we might see on that day.
Yeah. We are in partnership with the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. So Minister Nabila Tunis is promising that she should be there. We have some of my family, my sister friend, Aya, which are one of the characters, the main character of the Song of Njama. She's come from Columbus, Georgia, to be here with me.
You don't want to give all of it. It's okay. It's okay. So we have a few more minutes. I think we can take one more call. Call on 090103841. And we've already have a bit or a taste of who is to blame. And I know Frankstella will want to say it's me, but I won't believe her. Don't believe her too. But who do you think is to be blamed?
I feel like we all have a role to play. We are all at the blame center.
Okay.
Because if you try to point fingers at other people, just like how the scriptures say, it won't work. Because at the end of the day, you get something for pull out of you. You wait for help you for do waiting God don't put you for do. And the unique thing about mankind, don't forget about Sierra Leoneans, is that God make we in a way wherein we able for embrace one another. Don't forget about we indifferences, also we come out or wait till we they say. When we remember the fact, say God make we in the image and likeness, we go always remember say we are just one people. Forget about the fights, everything, the tussles and all that. Where they separate, where they push we apart from each other. If we think about the fact that God make we in a unique way, then we did not say we need for keep each other together.
Yeah.
And when we keep each other together, we they build the nation. Somebody say, most recently they pray for Salon, as in they pray for the land, whereas they pray for the people. Because if we start for begin for pray for one another, I begin for pray for Mary. Mary, you prosper. Mary, you will do well. And you said they pray the same prayer to me. Of course, we go become better, bigger, better, and stronger. But if we always day at each other, I need this for me, I, me, mine, myself, mindset, the concept, then it's going to be a problem. So for me, I feel like we all get a role for play.
And as you say, we all get a role for play. Make our members say, even the leaders, they say na motaman them, and we say na motaman them. Some more pull titles and push her aside, say, I get title, I get status. More take we say, we all na Sierra Leoneans first. And you were working at office, the fact that you go late, it means say they affect other person in job because the other person, they wait on you. Like me, I don't go to one office, me sit and not give me, I don't pay already. Why they call the person not can work today? You they delay me in your work because there is something I need to do that is it for other person. So if we all they say, I don't really love my job. I don't like Kusa. They are just did it for the meantime. Then you are affecting the whole circle of how the work for pass around. So we are all to be blamed. You are the work in our office, so you are the clean dirty. They go take dirty in a person house, but they go put them back in the street. Where in come, you go put another person gutter. You said for be blamed. You where they go put dustbin in the street for make people are not to wear dirty. Make them put inside the dustbin. You go thief the dustbin. You go do what you want to do. You said for be blamed. So. in as much as we look at the big picture, it's those little things where they make country go before. If you go to other man country, you see the streets clean. If it's not by magic, I feel like the government also don't take in your responsibility to say every morning. I don't know if you wake up morning, they see people, they sweep the street, they clean the street. Elderly people. You they say no, the streets clean, no man just put this packet Saturday. Man just drop on the street. You say you're not for be blamed. Nothing not you will open a market. I not say the market here will go dirty, but even them, that's outside you don't so clean now because we again come, the dirty it move. I don't even know if you say dirty static. Like it stays.
Or it will just melt.
Or it will just melt. And even if it's static, it breathe mosquito. Other person will go sick. Because of the fact that you are not to be blamed, you're not responsible for clean dirty. So even though these are little things, for even go let's now work, if it's not a little thing, they're gonna offices, they see people they sleep, but it gets something for do. But it is sleep. So man at 12 o'clock it is off. So when me now wake up for work till 12 o'clock, but I need you for the day 1 o'clock because I have a show to run. Yeah. So after the show, I need for go to your office. But you don't off. How you dey off by 12? But I need you. So I got for waited other day and I need for rush from the show, go to your office. So all these little things, we think we are just being paid salaries, but we don't have to do the work. We are comfortable. We are all. That's how big or huge it is that we are all to be blamed. In the little things, we really think it doesn't matter. So as we end the show, a lot of things that affect me. But hello, good morning.
Hi.
Yes, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Your name is where you call from?
Brian, I call from I don't care.
I don't care. Okay, welcome to the show. What's your contribution this morning?
Tell me about Bible. Bible, me I say, like one way or the other. How me see about because tax are obligation. We see the America, we see the Europe, it goes to the tax. We see and get good road, and get light, we want for good here and tax.
Okay. So now, would I if you say for be blame where the country they have it so or for national development, you or other person?
Oh,
where you now? What you they play? Whose role you they play?
Alan Kalansky.
Okay. All right.
If you want to talk about the tax.
Okay.
Because we see inside Israel, all pastors they preach show it. All people in the sky, because Jesus Christ apostle in their sense. We see and take the coin and they ask up. They say, would I face here by this morning? Just say na Caesar. Say on I need to Caesar, what belongs to Caesar. And I give God what belongs to God. The people see Jesus Christ, he pay tax.
Okay. So you know so that the money not be there?
Money not be there. But Jesus Christ tax. We put God in favor of pay tax. So we don't know for pay tax. Like tax to develop the country.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. But I'm glad you say you use your skill for developing country as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that contribution. Just for round up to everything so far. You way they listen to it, this is Radio 55. What make you understand, say, you get so many ways the way you can contribute for the development of the nation. It can be through with behavior, how would they behave to one another, through with values them, how would they treat one another, and through how we they uphold with integrity. Integrity is one of the things the way we really need for embrace. Because that go show say we dey go on side. And when we uphold with integrity in our daily lives, it will help we forget a better nation. So in terms of your roles for play, just remember the thing that we don't talk so far. And you go really
I think we'll get last words for say before we go. Yeah, over to you, Mr. Simeon.
I'm glad the way this man calling that and attack me direct mentoring That's fair. It was not the tax
that he had a problem
with, but imposing it. But let's just give me a round of four. There are three. First, we religious practices. I mean, no offense, but that don't get we stuck back as a nation. So, and then we social and political. Let's break them. One, religious. And people then get cultural, just like we Mami did say. Like back then, before we had the chance of spending hours in church or mosque, we get people already go no more pray to their deity, go now on a farm, go work.
Straight.
Like they go work, get a family and go work. So then they get bountiful harvest. But how are we doing it now? So prefer still go all night for 7 days. And
can
it's
naturally-
nice, it's fine. That's good if it's working for you. No offense. So then they first don't separate with culture. I believe say religion for be with we daily practices, maintaining God's standard in it. Not to like for totally abandon what we don't they do with the work for you and now come and do separate thing. Two, we social. Now we all get responsibility. Like I say, governments they're responsible for take care of we as citizens, but they are not obligated to making us the citizens better. If not for that, they will then go give you salary as citizens every month.
Yeah, you just
you
don't do
just
nothing.
If they're obligated, that's what they're going to do for it. But no, the responsibility now for ensure say then give we waiting due provide waiting for provide and we the citizens for be obligated now making ourselves better.
Yeah.
And then again for mention another thing when it comes to how we as citizens political aspects. Now we are not obligated to political parties. The only problem I get with Samilton Magai, he don't die. May his soul rest in peace. But let's send him for it. Yeah.
Dream, eh?
The only problem, yeah. Now the blueprints, like why you go take independence.
We don't know who's out the Kawaka now.
And where you don't know, 1 year no more you spend the next year, you die and left we.
So like, you want me their life for at least 10 more years.
Let in dream. Actualize, let goals set for go take the independence. Let come to reality. I believe say be mean well for we as Sierra Leoneans. But now the only problem I get. So if we practice religion with cultural things, we
hard work,
hard work, and let we see say governments not owing nothing. Now we the votes there. Now we the change there if we wish to. So they're not owing nothing. Let we be obligated in becoming better as young people of the country.
I agree.
And then we go make Sierra Leone a better place.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for having me. This was a wonderful show. I just want final words to say we have to take ownership of our path, period. We cannot, when you find yourself blaming someone else for your predicament, there's nothing else to say for that. So you have to take ownership for yourself. Government, like you said, is to man. They're humans just like we are. So what I may want, you may not want. It's that simple. And so they may have their own agenda, and then you may have another agenda. It doesn't mean that they're bad. We have to understand as Sierra Leoneans in a land that has everything that is needed by every country, every developed, quote unquote, developed country in this world, that if you have all of these resources in your land, it is not for them for you to be unified. And you have to realize that this is a mind game. It is not for you to be for you to unify. Once you realize that is game over. Once you realize that you're sitting on if it's rutile, diamonds, gold, bauxite, whatever it is, there is some place that needs that. In order for this iPad that we have to work, somebody needs that. So when you look at the dysfunction that we have, you have to go. You have to go just a little bit further. You can't stop at government. You have to look at who's behind government that's causing this type of discourse that we're carrying with each other. You have to go one step behind that. And what I'm preaching is we have to be unified.
Yeah, I agree.
And and come see Songa Jama tomorrow. And if you can't make it tomorrow, June 6th.
Too far.
Friday.
Sorry.
Friday, yeah.
So thank you so much for being here,
Thank you.
Simeon, and our wonderful producer. Thank you so much for being here, and to all our callers, thank you so much for your contribution on the show. To all the ones that made salient comments on Facebook. We are sorry that we couldn't read them, but thank you so much for your comments. And to Woka Commercial Bank, thank you for being a great partner and Paddy, sweet Paddy for make salon go before. Imagine if Woka Commercial Bank not be there in this country, no problem. But thank you so much for stand the test of time and we reach heritage and story will tell tomorrow. So thank you, and thank you to everybody. Thank
We
you
just
to me
want,
too.
thank you so much. We just want to leave you with this reflection. We are not just a generation living in Sierra Leone. We are a continuation of a story that began long before us. Our heritage is not just something to remember, but it is something to live by. So stay by that. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
This April, we do more than talk. We remember, we reclaim, we reconnect. On the brunch, history is no longer in the background, it comes alive. On this journey, we ask, who are we? The untold discovery. Before the name, before the maps were drawn and borders claimed, before Pedro's ship touched our shores, before the chains tried to silence our story, we were the first footsteps on this soil, the first voices in these forests, the first names carried by the wind. Temne, Mende, Limba, Kono, Fula. Not tribes divided, but the roots of one tree. We rise from kingdoms, from chiefs crowned not by gold, but by honor. From lands where trade was tradition, where food told stories, where cloth spoke identity. We'll walk through the resistance, the hot tax war, the rise of democracy, and on April 27th, 65 years of freedom, we celebrate together. This April, it's not just history, it's our story, your story. Tune in to Radio Fry 97.1 FM, The Brunch Show, Monday to Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. So listen not just with your ears, but with your spirit. From roots to reality, let us uncover who we truly are.